Season 31 has officially wrapped up with our final 4 couples battling it out for that coveted mirror ball trophy. How's it going, guys? It's Eric Sharkey, aka Dance with Stars Superfan, back with another video. And during the finals, our final 4 couples did a redemption dance in hopes to improve from their previous dance, and they also did a dance known as the do or die dance of Dancing with the Stars, the Freestyles. We were supposed to get a performance from Derek and his fiancée Haley Erber, but during camera blocking yesterday, Haley injured her shoulder, so she wasn't able to perform, and I want to wish Haley on a speedy recovery, and I hope she gets better. All of our stars from this season returned to dance for one final time, and there was a season recap montage on what happened during the season. You know, when you watch a season finale of Dancing with the Stars, you are excited and nervous on how it is going to wrap up, and those dances never disappoint you. Also, if you guys like this video, or if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and smash that like button, and ring that notification bell to keep up to date for more Dance with the Stars content from my channel. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First up is Shangela and Gleb dancing the quick step to Queen Bee by Rochelle Diamante, and their assistant judge was Bruno Tonioli. I've noticed that Gleb stumbled during halfway through the routine, but the good news is he got back on his feet. Even though Shangela had some problems with her feet once again, her posture was better and her frame was better as well. So just scores are, there were all 9s from the judges, giving them a 36 out of 40. Next up is Wayne and Whitney dancing the quick step to Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher by Jackie Wilson, and their assistant judge was Len Goodman. Len said his posture was stronger, but it needed a bit more movement. Derek also liked the dance, but he noticed the misstep, and Carrie noticed that he was out of sync at times. Even though he had some minor issues in that quick step, it was still better than his previous quick step from week 6. So just scores are, there were all 9s from the judges, giving them a 36 out of 40. Next up is Charlie and Mark dancing the jive to Grown by Little Mix, and their assistant judge was Carrie Annie Nava. Compared to her first jive she did, she was much lighter on her feet, and she was really in sync this time. You guys want to know what Len said? He said that this jive that Charlie and Mark did was even better. So just scores are, there were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect 40. And last up in the first round is Gabby and Val dancing the cha-cha-cha to I Like It Like That by Pete Rodriguez, and their assistant judge was Derek Huff. Derek said that he noticed that she was stiff when they did the cha-cha during week 3, but this time she was much more open, it had rhythm and technique all together, and her legs were just phenomenal in that cha-cha. Bruno didn't like the dance, he loved the dance. So just scores are, there were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect 40. Now that we got to the redemption dance round, let's get to the freestyle round. First up is Wayne and Whitney dancing freestyle to a mashup to Get Up by Sierra featuring Chamillionaire and 24K Magic by Bruno Mars. This freestyle really suited his personality and his ability really well, and I loved how they added some ballroom moves in it. I've always said to myself, if Wayne Brady does a freestyle, he is definitely going to nail it, and he did. So just scores are, there were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect 40, which brings them an overall total of 76 out of 80. Next up is Charlie and Mark dancing freestyle to Us Again by Pinar Toprak. Mark is usually really good at those freestyles, and I love the moves and the change of speed in that freestyle. On top of that, it was also an emotional one to see them out there dancing that freestyle. This dance really relates to them on how they were able to find their love of dancing once again with not only the chemistry that they've had, but the relationship that they've had during their time on the show. So just scores are, there were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect 40, which brings them an overall total of 80. Next up is Gabby and Val dancing freestyle to Cell Block Tango from the musical Chicago. Back in season 23, Val did Cell Block Tango with Lori Hernandez, but it was an Argentine tango at the time. So I was like, did Val already did that song in the past? Despite the wardrobe malfunction and some mistakes during the freestyle, it was still a great freestyle. It had attack, it had strength, and that moment where Gabby and Val and the male dancers did the tango, I knew that they were going to do it and they nailed it. So that's the positive side. Despite the wardrobe malfunction and some minor mistakes in that freestyle, it had attack, it had strength, and that moment where Gabby and Val and the male dancers did the tango, I knew that they were going to do that, and they nailed it. But all in all, it was still a decent freestyle, but not really perfect in my opinion. So just scores are, there were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect 40, which brings them an overall total of 80. And last up to wrap up the season are Shangela and Gleb dancing freestyle to a mashup of Survivor by Destiny's Child and Call Me Mother by RuPaul. At first I was like, where's Gleb? And I saw him, I was like, oh, Gleb is dressed up as a drag queen, so that makes sense. He was known as Natasha. But in the end, this freestyle wowed the judges and the fans 100%, and Shangela and Gleb, or should I say Natasha, did a fantastic job. Their freestyle was not only high energy, it was a fun freestyle, and it was a spicy freestyle. I guess they have saved the best for last. This freestyle was a showstopper, and it was a wonderful dance to end season 31, and this was by far Gleb's best freestyle that he has ever done. Hallelujah. So the judge scores are, there were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect 40, which brings them an overall total of 76 out of 80. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard for the final time this season. A two-way tie at the top of the leaderboard with 80 points are Charlie and Mark and Gabby and Val. And a two-way tie at the bottom with 76 points are Shangela and Gleb and Wayne and Whitney. And now for the moment of truth. We are about to reveal the final results. Fourth place was Shangela and Gleb. Third place was Wayne and Whitney. So it all came down to Charlie and Mark and Gabby and Val for the Mirror Ball title. They told us that it was one of the closest finals that they have ever seen. And one of those two pros is about to win their third Mirror Ball of their career. So, who was it? So the winners and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are Charlie and Mark, while Gabby and Val finished in second place. This will be Mark's long-awaited third Mirror Ball win of his career. The last time he won was season 8 with Shawn Johnson. After multiple seasons finishing in second place, the runner-up curse has officially ended. Usually when a bachelorette competes on Dancing with the Stars, and if a bachelorette is a contender that season, they always have the votes to win. Well, I guess Charlie's massive fan base met their match. Since she had a dancing background coming into Dancing with the Stars because she has been dancing for 10 plus years, she would always show up. Since she had a dancing background coming into Dancing with the Stars, she would always show up on that stage and be competitive right from the get-go. And Mark Ballas, as always, did a terrific job with his choreography. When they revealed to us that they have won, I said to myself, you know what? I'm accepting it. I also understand that Mark was trying to win his third Mirror Ball win of his career because he hasn't won in a very long time. But this one was definitely worth the wait. And for the Dance with the Stars pros, we have another 3-time winner. Of course, most of the fans were happy that they have won, but some of the fans felt like Gabby should have won, but that's what happens during the finale. Gabby also did really well with Val, and even though Val had COVID during week 7, they were also consistent week after week. You know, former Bachelorette Trista Sutter, she was on the first season of Dancing with the Stars, and she didn't win, but Gabby stood out amongst some of the Bachelorettes that have been on the show in the past. Even though she fell short of the title, it was still a decent season. I really enjoyed watching Wayne as well because I always say to myself, when Wayne Brady does Dancing with the Stars, he is definitely going to be a finalist. And Shangela, of course, was a true character on the show with her personality and everything in between. And I am so happy that Gleb has another great season under his belt. We also found out some sad news from Cheryl Burke. After 25 seasons as a pro, Cheryl has decided to retire as a pro. Since this was her last season, she was able to do one more dance, and it was a heartwarming one. All good things like this have to come to an end, don't they? All I want to say is to Cheryl, thank you for everything that you have done throughout your entire Dancing with the Stars career, and you're one of those pros that made this show so successful, and I do wish her the best of luck on her retirement. Since season 31 is officially over, They have their Dance with the Stars live tour coming up real soon. Gabby Windey, Charlie and Heidi D'Amelio, Daniel Durant, and Vinny Guadagnino will be joining a few other Dance with the Stars pros during their live tour. So that wraps up this season, and let me know in the comments down below on your thoughts and opinions on the finale. And be on the lookout for my Season 31 content videos in the coming days. So anyways, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Eric Sharkey, aka Dance with the Stars Superfan. Catch you next time.